What's up, y'all? I want to talk about this 77-year-old grandmother who apparently got into an altercation with her grandson, and from her words, she said that her grandson called the police on her and said she has a gun pointed to him, knowing that that wasn't true, and that's what she allegedly says. And police came out. It was in Lancaster, California. For you guys not familiar with the city of LA, Lancaster is a mixed area. There's certain parts where it's predominantly white, and there's certain parts that are mixed. But police come out, maul her to the ground like Ray Lewis and shit, beat the hell out of her because so-called she was resisting arrest, or she might have had a gun on her. Now, from the police perspective, when they get called out and there's a possible person that might be armed, they do have to take precaution. It doesn't matter whether you're 13 years old or you're 85. A gun can kill anybody, no matter how old you are. So I don't go after them for taking precaution. But when you see a 77-year-old woman, you show up to the scene, she doesn't seem irate or aggressive. She's on a cane, and she doesn't seem like she could be a threat. Not saying that someone can be a threat, but usually when situations like this, what they do is they remove everybody out of the house. That way there's no quick movements or nothing. You can't go in the kitchen real quick, get a gun, and start shooting at the police. But this woman did not resist arrest. She didn't give off the insinuation that she would be a threat to the police, but they came in there and took her down like a goddamn defensive linebacker. And I think this is fine. This goes back to my previous videos about police brutality and the things that we deal with, especially all over the world, but especially in LA, because it's things that go on all the time. Crooked police officers, day in and day out, that are now reprimanded for the type of things that they do. And what we've started doing in LA that doesn't get broadcast a lot on TV is that you have citizens now that if there's something going on, there's a traffic stop, or we see 2, 3, 4 police officers roll up on one person or one car, what we do, we pull out our cameras, we start recording, we ask what's going on. We sit there and we watch exactly what's going on, and this has been something that's been going on for about maybe a year or two now. Citizens have really stepped up and started watching it and doing their own patrolling within these communities, because we've had incident after incident of police brutality and of crooked cops planting drugs, planting guns, all kind of crooked shit on people just because of the color of their skin or their nationality. So it's a real big problem all across America, and this goes back to what I was saying in my video the other day about the National Guard. This is why I see the concern from some people in certain environments about bringing the National Guard in, because every cop or everybody within the National Guard is not good. You have people who abuse their power and abuse their authority, and we do have to watch out for situations like this, and officers who are over aggressive or use that badge as a form of disrespecting you or having some type of power over your rights. So this is the things that we have to take into consideration, and we do have to address, because this goes on every day. And a 77-year-old woman, she's in court now. This happened, I believe, April of last year, so it's been over a year. And I heard her mention in the article that she doesn't live in Lancaster anymore. She lives in Palmdale. But I hope she wins the case. She should win the case, because she had visual evidence of her face being swollen. She had a black eye. She said that this man was over 6 feet tall. She made the metaphoric reference that he was corn-fed. Basically saying that he was a big guy. Stocky guy, big type of guy. So this type of aggressive behavior on her was uncalled for. But this is what goes on, and this is why we have to really take a look at today's police departments. Whether it's LAPD, NYPD, the Chicago Police Department, any other police department across America, because there's a lot of crooked things that are going on that are not being broadcast out to the public. And like I said before, going back to the Rodney King thing, when that whole thing happened in L.A., we weren't shocked that it was a black man getting his ass whipped. We were shocked that somebody caught it on camera and they were showing it on the news. That's what we were shocked by, because we was like, okay, now we have evidence of that this is going on. Because back then, all the cameras and the camera phones and everything, people didn't have access to cameras like they do now. So when we saw that on TV, it was like, whoa, now we got the ad. This is proof that this is going on out here. It's not just people within certain communities, the black community, or Hispanic community, that are complaining about it. This is stuff that's really going on. So it's about us taking charge and policing our own communities and making sure that we know our rights. And as a black person, you have to be a damn near a certified paralegal, because our rights are violated every single day. But that's all I had to say about it. For that young dude that was arguing with his grandmother, they say he was a grown man. Get out your grandmother's house. You don't get along with her, go find a job. Go do something. Get out your grandmother's house. You're a grown ass man. You don't have to be in the house. You don't need to be in the house arguing with your grandmother. Get the hell out. But you guys give me your feedback. I will leave a link in the description box. You guys can read the article if you want. I'm out.